Hello my beautiful soul tribe, welcome back to my channel. This is Neethu. So this is what happened. I wanted to do a regular weekly reading for our upcoming week that is starting tomorrow, but somehow it didn't feel right to do a weekly reading this time because of all the lockdown and all the heavy dense energy around us, all the fear around us. There is nothing much that we can expect to happen in our life for next whatever time period that we are in this heavy energy of this virus, that fear spreading like a wildfire and things like that. I sat down with my cats and I was wondering then what is the kind of reading I should be doing, and what is that spirit team wants to give us, what is that they want me to do right now, because I wasn't comfortable doing a weekly reading this week. So when I was shuffling, this is the card that jumped out. All right, and this is the card of spiritual strength, and this is so beautiful and very strong message that came through. Is this is like our guides, our angels, and the higher power is protecting us against all the chaos that is happening around us. And all this green, it is about healing. This is healing human beings' heart. We have forgotten our heart center, we have forgotten what really matters to us, and we are in this rat race. We are running behind materialistic things, and we have completely gone off track and lost in touch with our spiritual self. So that is something that is awakening in a mass way, right? This fear is actually giving us a perspective as in what is really important to us in life, and what is that we have to focus on in life, right? When it comes to this fear, this is actually forcing us to think and look life in a different perspective, and that is a very strong mass awakening that is happening right now to put things back into perspective. This virus is exactly doing that to us. It is giving us a clarity on what's really important to us right now. Is it about the materialistic things, or is that the life that we are living, the breath that we are taking right now? That is what is the utmost important. All we are guaranteed is just this minute, the first breath that you consciously take and live, only that is what is guaranteed, right? Whatever you have planned for next 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, you don't know what is going to happen, and things are kind of all this chaos is actually reminding us and awakening us to our true essence and true self, and that is what I believe is going on right now. And spirits, when I say spirit, our higher power, higher team from the higher dimension, they want to come through and give us some spiritual strength and spiritual messages to all of us at this time of chaos. So that is exactly this pick a card reading is going to be, to get some spiritual strength, spiritual spin to whatever the chaos that is happening around us. This is not exactly a weekly reading, but this is going to be a reading for at least it is going to cover for probably next 2 weeks or so. Like, what is that you have to do, what is that you have to know, what message that is coming through, or what is that you are learning in this entire process of chaos and dense energy around us. Okay, so hopefully you will like this video, because I'm very sure there's going to be a lot of messages that is coming through, and they wanted to convey these messages to you. All right, so as usual we have 3 piles for you, pile number 1, 2 and 3. You can pick as it is, or you can go ahead and watch the entire video, or I'll be placing the crystals on top of it, or any object on top of it. You can go ahead and select based on the object. See, however feel right to you at this point in time. You can go ahead and select more than one pile as well, because these messages are going to be about the kind of spiritual strength that your spiritual team wants to give it to you at this time of chaos. Okay, so I'll be placing the object right now, so you can choose the object. So for group number 1 we have this pendulum. For group number 2 we have this stone, and for group number 3 we have the shell. So pause the video if you want to and take your time. I'll be starting with group number 1 right now. Okay, welcome group number 1. If you have selected this pendulum, this reading is for you. Okay, so let's start with these cards and see what messages your guides and angels want to convey to you. Okay, so this is a major transformation, you guys. Group number 1, you guys are going through a major transformation. Probably this chaos or whatever that is happening around you is affecting you very strongly. All right, you are in this phase where you're trying to beat this fear, you're trying to come out of it, you're trying to find balance. You don't want to get stuck in this whirlpool of fear, and you really want to lift yourself up, you want to help yourself up, and looks like you also want to tell others that it's all right, this will pass, do not worry, because this is solar plexus is about self empowerment. This is a connection to divinity, this is a connection that you have with your spiritual team, and solar plexus is also about self empowerment. This is realizing your own strength, your own spiritual strength, your own inner guidance system. All right, yes, there was this chaotic energy, there was this disruption that is going on in your mind and in your head, and whatever is happening around you is really forcing you to actually dive deep in and understand that is this really what I want to be, is this really how I want to live, and things are coming back into, or you're putting things into perspective in some way. Your spirit team is telling you that this situation is going to bring a lot of transformative energy into your life. All right, this disruption, this chaos, whatever that is happening in your world, in around you, is going to actually bring in that inner strength, your inner knowledge and inner wisdom. It's going to activate your inner guidance system in some way, where you will actually think and you'll force yourself to come out of this heavy energy and not to feel feared about it, not to be scared about it, and you standing your ground in your own power, in your own light, and this is going to radiate it to others. Like, how can you be so calm in this state of chaos all around you? All right, so people are going to question you, you're going to look different to others because you're trying to gain control of the situation and not fall trapped for it. And that is exactly what your spirit team wants you to know, that they want you to stand in your power, they want you to know what you believe in. All right, they want you to know what is that you really truly know. Okay, yes, things are going really bad all around you. You read a newspaper, you're seeing the news, you maybe your neighbor or somebody, they are in the state of distress, but what is really truth to you? Right, that is what you're going to attract into your life. So stay true to your inner feelings and inner belief, and do not fall trap for all the chaotic energy and fear that is going on around you, is what your spirit team wants to tell you. Stay true to yourself, stay true to your belief, and know that just because it is happening to somebody else, it will happen to you. You are an empowered being, all right, and you have the capacity to attract what is that you want in your life, and you have the capacity to keep things away what you do not want. So how do you do it? By clearing your thoughts, by clearing your mind, by standing ground, holding your ground, by knowing that I am going through a spiritual process. There is something that I should be learning out of the situation, and I'm going to learn from it, and I'm going to stand in my power, and I'm not going to fall for all the fear that is going on around me. That is going to empower you a lot, group number 1, and this is a major transformational time for you, in a large scale. And then we have Treasure Island. Observer. Yes, you just have to be an observer in this chaos. All right, do not fall trap into the chaos, do not involve, do not put your thoughts and feelings towards whatever that is happening around you. you have to be an observer. Just see what is going on, how people are reacting, how they are scared or how they are fearful for their life, and everything that is going on around you. This is the right time for you to be an observer and learn and know that you have the power and capability of not getting involved. You can just be an observer, send your happy thoughts, send the healing energy, send your love and blessing to everybody who are going through this, send love and blessing to Mother Earth, to the entire planet, but do not get stuck in that fear, because that is not you, right? Treasure Island, this is you're really reaching to this place of Treasure Island. It's like a blessing in disguise for you. This chaos or whatever that is happening around you is going to put things back into perspective. This is going to awaken you to your inner guidance system, to your inner spiritual strength that you have, and your angels and guides are definitely helping you out. That look positive in every situation. Yes, at this large scale of mass destruction, it is really difficult to look at the positive side, but how it is going to help you in your own spiritual growth. How can you be calm? How can you be centered? And how not put energy into this fear that is going, collective fear that is going on. All right, this is going to open up a new world to you within yourself, and you'll be shocked and surprised that, wow, I didn't know I could be this calm at this situation, and this is going to really surprise you actually. Okay, and we have impasse and begin now. Yes, you are definitely getting into this place where you cannot really do much right now. All right, you have kind of reached an impasse. You'll have to take a turn. You'll have to find another way to deal with these things. You feel like you are there is something more. You want to find another route, you want to find another direction, you want to understand the new way of thinking, the new perspective towards life. You're going to take that different route. You're going to change the direction, your old way of thinking, your old way of living, your old lifestyle, and whatever that means to you. You are changing. All right, you are transforming and becoming this new spiritual being that you always wanted to be. As a soul, we all are here on our own personal spiritual soul journey. So you are on that path right now. You finally understand that you are on that path, and you're going to embark on this path and not falling trap for this collective fear. Yes, there is this collective fear going on around, but how not to get involved in that is going to open up a new door to you. Group number 1, you are going through a major transformation, I'm telling you. Mercury, open communication, get weight off your chest, speak up with love and be heard. Yes, this is about, again, the communication. You are opening up. This could also be about you communicating with your spirit guides and angels and getting this information, the new way of knowing. There is something that will be revealed to you in a way that makes sense. All right, and this is also about communication. I'm also getting that you could be somebody who is involved in some sort of communicative work. Maybe you're a leader, maybe people follow you for whatever the work that you do, or you could be a YouTuber, you could be you could have a very strong Instagram account, or there is something about communication through which you can pass your message to somebody else. And I'm also getting that whatever you're going through right now, this will help you in become a better communicator, or this will help you set an example to others and communicate your true inner self. All right, all that you have learned, all that you're going to learn, and all that people are wanting to know, you will be kind of a communication channel. Maybe spirit wants to speak through you to give messages to others the way I am doing it right now. Not necessarily a reader. It could be anything like a motivational speaker or a counselor, or anything where the communication is involved. Or maybe you will be writing a book, or there is something about you communicating your your truth to this world. Okay, and this spiritual journey, this spiritual path that you're taking is going to open up this new channel, this new way, and a new perspective to you. All right, do not think that this chaos is going to last forever. This too shall pass, this too shall end. Everything that begins has to come to an end at some point, good or bad. All right, just be prepared, because you are going through major transformational shift right now, and spirit is really telling you to stand your ground, not to worry, be an observer, and not get involved in this collective fear, and really start looking at a different way of thinking and living. If need be, change your lifestyle, change your way, and this is going to give you a major breakthrough. All right, there is something about you communicating the truth with this world in some way. That is, looks like that is kind of a life purpose that you have on this earth, and you're going to open up to that. All right, yeah, that's all I have for you, group number 1. If you have liked the video, please subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video. Bye bye. Welcome, group number 2. If you have selected this white stone, this reading is for you. Let's see what messages spirit team wants to convey to you at this point in time, whatever is happening around you, how to maintain balance. Wow, as we speak we have a balance. Okay, we have 1 and we have 3 ones, which is a major new beginnings for you, group number 2, because this reading specifically is very powerful, is what I'm feeling, because even group number 1 had this transformational energy where they are transforming, and the new perspective towards life, and a lot of new things that they are going to embark in the future after this chaos subsides, and new way of living emerges. And the same is happening with you, group number 2. You have this new beginning, 1 repeating 3 times. This is a very strong indication that you are reaching this balance in this life because of all the chaos that is happening around you. You are learning to work in partnership. You are learning to bring harmony into your life, bring balance into your life, to work harmoniously with all the relationship and the partnerships that you're dealing with right now. Probably it wasn't good in the past. Now is the time for self-reflection. This is the time for reflecting on all the relationships and partnerships that is happening around you. You are reaching the state of awareness, knowledge that nothing really matters except that love and compassion and kindness that you show to others is what matters at this time. All right, so there is something about you reaching that stage where you really understand the importance of relationships, importance of partnership, and not giving up on each other, not giving up on your friends, your family, your loved ones, or whatever that means to you. All right, 3 is about growth. This chaotic situation is definitely helping you grow in a much spiritual sense. All right, so you're definitely absolutely changing your life in a very positive direction, and your spirit guides, your spirit team is really telling you that really take a deep look at the relationships right now at this point in time. What is really important to you? What is going on around you? How can you bring balance into this current situation? And they're also telling you to stand your ground, really balance yourself, because you may be thinking too much. This is the time where you will have to practice some sort of meditation, ground yourself. If you have a garden somewhere nearby or in your house, just ground yourself in some way. You can walk barefoot there, or you can practice grounding meditation, so you can bring your mind state into that calmness, because this is teaching you to have that grounded way of living. All right, and really seeing all around you. This is really helping you ground a lot. Maybe you were too busy to spend time with your family, you were too busy to see what is happening around you. So this situation is actually opening you up to this this place where you can see people around you and see what is the worth, what is the value of having so many loved ones around you, and what is that you have to mend if it is necessary. And this is also giving you the time to forgive. This is giving you the time to forgive yourself if you have not been able to give much time to the people that you love. All right, this is bringing a new awareness which you never thought life in this way, in such a depth perspective, but things are changing for you in a much deeper cellular level. Group number 2, this is amazing. Your relationships are going to become much stronger for you, and if you have any amends to be done, this is the time to amend it. Say sorry, say thanks, and really write a poem for them, sing a song for them, and take care of yourself. Self-care, self-love, taking care of your family, and spending some time having fun, singing those songs, karaoke or whatever that is. This is the nice time for you to bond with your family, bond with your relationships, call that long distance friend that you had no time to connect with, and this is giving you really an opportunity to start fresh. All right, anything that happened to your relationship in the past where you were really unhappy, this is the time to start over again. All right, this is giving you the time to talk your heart out and strengthen all the relationships. This is amazing. All right, because the relationships are something very close to us, and anything that happens there is going to affect us in a large scale. So this is a time for you to strengthen all the bonds as you have enough time to reflect on. Yes, we have this card of Y, and we have this again another 1. So 1 is very prominent for you. Group number 2, we have 4 ones here. Very, very strong new beginnings are on cards for you very soon. And we have 3, it is a steady growth. Even the previous pile had number 3. Again, they are also in this journey. Actually, as a collective, we are on this journey, this mass awakening, this fear that is creeped in to everybody's heart and soul. It is opening up a new perspective to us. It is igniting that was deep hidden and dormant within ourselves, is surfacing. All right, it is giving us an opportunity to reflect on our life, reflect on our relationships, reflect on everything. And we have this card which says why, right? Why this is happening, what is happening around me, why this has to happen, and things like that. This is really strengthening your perspective towards life. All right, so these are the times where we have to be really strong, calm, centered, balanced, and keep our a vision straight and not fall for the collective chaos, and know that we are protected, know that we are taken care of, believe that God and divine has a plan for us, and we don't have to worry and fear and struggle and run around to save our life. If somebody has to die, will die, irrespective of the virus, irrespective of the infection, or irrespective of whatever that is. If a person is has to live long, no, nothing or nobody can stop him from doing that, right? So that is the kind of perspective that you are getting into. And Yang is a masculine energy. This is the energy of action. This is the energy of passion. This is the energy of ignited passion within your new beginning. This is about starting fresh. This is about taking action towards whatever you had pushed aside in the past, where you had parked it far away, thinking that you will attend to it somewhere in the future. That future has come right now. This is the time you attend to everything that you have parked aside and bring that back into your main focus and deal with it right now, because this is the time for new beginnings for you. Group number 2. Yes, we have fogged in. And then we have traveling lightly. Yes, you're simplifying your life in some way. This is the time for you to simplify your life. All right, just throw out all the clutter, declutter your mind, declutter your space, clear your space, and just throw whatever isn't necessary for you anymore, which is not serving you anymore. This is the pure time for you to have the self reflection and understand what is important, what is not, what is that has to come to front for you to deal it right now. So this is giving you time to compartmentalize your life so that you know what is happening around and not be in this fogged energy anymore. Maybe you were too busy all this while to actually deal with the problems, but this is the time for you to clear out all clutter in your mind, clutter in your heart, clutter around in your physical space, and this fog will be lifted very soon. All right, you will be given an opportunity to have this fulfilled happy life. But utilize this time for self-reflection, and traveling lightly is not having any past baggages, not having any baggages that will drag you down and pull you back to that heavy energy. So travel lightly, simplify your life. How can you simplify your life? What is that will help you simplify your life? Your life, all right, in terms of material, in terms of mind, in terms of thoughts. So in terms of past memories, how can you release all this? How can you throw out of your life and clear your life for traveling light in the future? Simplify your life is what going to help you to calm your senses, calm your mind, and bring back your life into balance. Wow, look at this. Supreme protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. You are protected at this time, all right? This is a supreme protection. You don't have to worry. Things are going to be fine, and you're going to get back into your power of self truth that you believe. You have to travel lightly, so declutter your life. This is the time for you to declutter. Cut the cords with any past memories, past energy, and this situation is going to bring things back into perspective for you. This is going to be a major new beginning for you. Like you will start living in a very heart fulfilling way after all these things are past. All right, and do not forget, there is a supreme protection all around you, around your family. You will be taken care. Don't worry. All right. Yeah, that's all I have for you, group number 2. If you have liked this video, please subscribe to my channel. See you in my next video. Bye bye. Welcome, group number 3. If you have selected the shell, this reading is for you. Let's see what your spirit team has to say, what messages they want to convey to you. Okay, amazing. Stand your ground. We have 7. This is a super spiritual number, and 1 is a new beginning. 2 is things getting united, things coming back into that yin and yang, like balanced state. All right, things are going to come back to that balanced state, and this is the time not to give up. Stand your ground. Know that you are taken care, and this is your guides is very strongly telling you to have a heart-centered thinking. All right, really be that heart-centered and send out healing energy to the earth, to the people around you, to this chaos that is happening around you, and things like that. All right, this is really a very strong healing energy that is happening or that is coming your way, group number 3. For whatever reason, I'm feeling that there is a very strong protection around you, and there is a sort of healing that is happening within you to awaken your heart. All right, your heart chakra, and they want you to really think through heart and come out of your mind in a way. All right, don't stay in your head for a long time. Don't overthink things. All right, because things are going to come back to balance again. This is the time for you to really think from your heart. Be heart centered. Do some heart centered meditation. Focus on your breath and really feel within, go within. That is something that I'm hearing very strongly for you, group number 2, because there is going to be this one is this new beginning. Maybe you are stepping into the spiritual journey right now, or this situation will force you to take your spiritual journey seriously in some way. All right, so definitely this is the time for you to get within. If you cannot go out, you cannot do much right now, so this is the time for you to give some time to go within through meditation, through chants, or whatever that you are following or that you are drawn to at this time. All right, because this is definitely, this is kind of Seven of Swords energy. It's like you are fighting against the odds kind of a situation, or you're trying to prove yourself or prove yourself to others in a way, like your beliefs or your way of thinking or your point of view. But this is definitely not the time to prove things to others. This is the time to prove things to yourself. Convince yourself to go within and look deep within yourself. Come out of your mind and get into your heart is something I'm receiving very strongly for you, group number 3. They are urging you to take the spiritual path. They are urging you to start your spiritual journey. Whether you know or not, we are on our spiritual journey. When we consciously put our effort towards it, that is when things starts to gain momentum and the path will be shown and things will happen faster and things like that. Yeah, so you definitely have to get into that heart center, and there are going to be many choices that has to be made. So there is a lot going on within your head. What does that have to do? And things are like this, and I thought life and the future in a different way, but looking at whatever is happening around me, is this what the life is? Is this why we are fighting so much? So there are a lot of questions that is coming within yourself, and this is really the beautiful thing, because this question is what leads us and opens the door towards spirituality, towards the real way of living. So that is something is happening very deep within you, group number 3. There is something that is opening up in your heart. Your heart is opening to the reality. You are ready to accept this new way of living. You are moving towards your spiritual journey in a much stronger way. This situation is definitely pushing you towards a new way of looking at things, and definitely do not give up on these thoughts, because you are going a long way. Even after all the chaos and whatever that is happening around you subsides, you have a long journey to go. Yes, no place like home and serendipity. So once you start accepting that, okay, there is something more to life, and there is something that you want to do, there is something else, this is not what life is, I thought this is the way to live, and you were overly focused about material things, and you wanted to achieve a lot in a sense of materialistic way. But the perspective is changing right now. You are understanding there is much more truth to life, not just the materialistic things. You are trying to find that home, find that place of peace where you can really relax and not have that fear anymore. All right, and that is the amazing way to open yourself up to the truth. No place like home. You are longing for that place where there is no fear, and where you stay peacefully. It could be the state of mind, it could be physically going to that place where you actually can be at peace. All right, for me it is looking like you're trying to find that place within yourself where you will not be getting disturbed with all this chaos that is happening around you. So yes, you are opening up to the reality, the truth of life, and things are changing for you, group number 3, in a very deeper level. And yes, with group number 1, 2 also had a lot of cards and messages which said that they are also going through transformation, the new beginnings, the new way of thinking, and in collective way. Yes, that is the whole idea of all those virus or infections or any natural disaster that happens. It puts puts things back into perspective, as in what is really necessary, what is really important, and what should be our focus, right? And there is going to be the serendipity. The things are going to open up. You're going to find ways. You're going to find or meet people who will help you in your journey on this way. All right, things are going to be very synchronistic, like you feel something, you want something, and you kind of actually see it in your reality. For example, you wanted to understand about something, like for instance a book, and suddenly you see this PDF somewhere, or somebody hands that book to you, or you find a discount on that book or something like that. There is going to be the serendipity that is going to start happening in your life, which is going to really surprise you, like how is this happening? All right, so this is going to be an amazing journey for you. Group number 3, finding sanctuary. Yes, exactly, you are trying to find the sanctuary, this place of spiritual source, opening to your spiritual source. Absolutely, yes, you're opening up to your spiritual source. You are trying to go within and find out that source within and not outside. Valiant courage, take action with passion. You are going to be very passionate towards this journey, and then wow, I'm telling you, the doors are going to be wide open for you to, accelerate your movement towards your spiritual journey. You are very strongly and highly supported, and you're going to be an amazing person that you never thought you would be. And your perspective is shifting from materialistic gains, materialistic way of living, towards the spiritual way of living. All right, there is something about bringing peace and sanctuary into your life. You are trying to find this home, this place of peace and happiness within yourself. If you're not doing it already, the your spiritual team is telling you to do that exactly. All right, try to find the peace within. Don't try to find the peace outside of you, because you can't find it, because it is all conditional. Everything that exists outside of you is all conditional, and the condition always changes. So the only source that you can rely on is within yourself, and the source that comes from the God, the divine, from your spiritual team. That is what you're opening up yourself to in this situation. This is the time for you to really ask some big questions, as in why, what should I do? And this is the right time for you to read some books about spirituality. You can read Eckhart Tolle's book, The Power of Now. That is one of a very beautiful, strong book that really transformed my way, and that is amazing book. So you can read that book, or anything that is drawn to you. Everybody are not the same. All right, your preferences and interests may differ. So go with your gut, go with your intuition. See what is that you want to do, what is that you want to read. Utilize this time towards reading, opening up yourself to the sources of information. You can Google, you can YouTube, you can download PDFs, whatever that is available as a free resource, or buy a book or borrow a book or something. There is something about you opening up to the spiritual source for information to transform your life in some way. All right, and it is going to be a very, very meaningful and a beautiful journey for you in the spiritual path that you are starting, or that you are pushed to start. And then we have inner strength. Yes, as I was telling you, inner strength is what you are looking for. You are trying to find that inner place, that sanctuary, that home where you find peace within. And this is again the heart chakra. Your heart chakra is very prominent. Your fire energy, solar plexus, which is the connection to the divinity, connection to the divine, is something very important for you. You can practice meditation on heart chakra and solar plexus chakra. There are tons of YouTube videos that is available on these meditations, or you can just simply sit and focus on your solar plexus chakra. That is your third chakra, just above navel, and your heart chakra. So that has to open for you to receive the information, the message, or to feel that connection to the divine. All right. Yeah, this is a very powerful time for you. Group number 3, open your heart, open your spiritual source, connect to the divine. This is an absolutely beautiful time for you to research, read books, take care of yourself, take action towards whatever that you are feel drawn to at this time. Like if you feel like buying something, any spiritualistic materials, like resources, a book, or anything you're drawn to, this is the time you actually take action and help yourself. You are definitely going on this path where you are helping yourself. You're trying to find the sanctuary and that home inside of you and not outside. Okay. Yeah, that's all I have for you, group number 3. If you have liked the video, please subscribe to my channel and see you in my next video. Bye bye.